Our fastest ground shipping ever. You know, what if it said our fastest and hardest boner, quickest speed for getting a boner? All right, thanks guys.
Fresh out of the mailbox, got 3 fragrances in from the brand Blend Oud. Now with Blend Oud, I have smelled a few of their fragrances. I might have maybe even sampled or smelled some of these. I just don't remember them. And they honestly didn't leave much of an impression, to be honest with you. I don't know what to expect from these fragrances. I have the notes pulled up. We're gonna be unboxing them together. I just don't know. I personally haven't found like the one in the brand Blend Oud to blow my socks off, right? But I'm always down to discover new brands, indie brands, some crazy Middle Eastern shit, or some really wild potent fragrances, and put you guys on to my experience with them. So in this case, let's see what's up, and hopefully we find the gem within this lineup, but I don't know. Let's roll my music so we can unbox some fragrances in from Blend Oud.
We're all alone in the villa, we're really with some friends from the south side. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I wanna be
Good morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. Shout out to Max Aroma for sponsoring today's video and sending these over. I didn't know what fragrances were coming in. I knew they were going to be fragrances from Blend Oud, because I'm sure they're just trying to showcase them more to the public and get some traction. I mean, none of the fragrances that I have smelled from Blend Oud have been of shitty quality or smelled bad, but none of them have absolutely like captivated me to a way that they left a really solid impression. And the truth is, with a lot of fragrance houses, when they develop a line, maybe let's say of 10 to 15 fragrances, they're very fortunate if 2 of them are hits. But the reality is, in today's world, without the fragrance content creator, influencer, or whatever the hell you want to call it, some of these brands wouldn't even exist or be at the level that they were. You think the Park Avenue chick or that multi-millionaire Beverly Hills mother is gonna be walking around with her mass public bragging about this perfume brand or that perfume brand and it makes some sort of traction? Make it make sense. The shit is that when I try some of these fragrances, my face, my style, my energy will just keep it a stack, and that's just kind of how it is. You gotta deal with it. Fragrances, while subjective, doesn't mean if I don't like it that you won't like it. Fact! I'm sure as fuck not gonna tell you that I like something when I don't, but this one's kind of catching my attention. Safari. Why? Because it says private collection on it, and I think it's extra bougie in my brain, right? So let's pull up the notes and unbox this puppy, shall we?
Yes, queen, yes, queen, yes, queen!
Alright, here's what the presentation looks like. A caca brown box, almost chocolatey, Safari, Blend Oud private collection. Same presentation as the other Blend Oud fragrances. Nice, clean, direct to the point. And if I'm judging it, I haven't looked up the notes yet. I haven't pulled up, but I haven't looked at them as of yet. I'm gonna think oudi, tobacco, smoky incense, judging it based on bottle presentation and the name Safari, maybe animalic. Let's look at the notes. All right, so the notes as follows. Incense, coriander, lemon, patchouli, oud, papyrus, palisander, rosewood, I don't know what the hell that is, tobacco, and oak moss. I kind of hit that shit right out of the park. And that's the way it should be. When you're putting in a presentation and you have certain notes in it or you're trying to portray something, the bottle color, the juices color, all that shit should kind of just sync for it to relay the point across of what the fragrance is gonna potentially smell like. Like if this was a light blue bottle like Tiffany blue, for example, with white tones, and then it have these same notes, shit wouldn't make any sense. You would automatically think, oh, a freshly aquatic, not a smoky tobacco fragrance. 𝗙𝗂𝐾𝐽 the philosopher.
Yes, bitch, yes. Yes, bitch, yes.
Alright, got the test strip on deck. Let's see what's up with Blend Oud Safari. I mean, the notes sound very much my style, but let's see how the fragrance is portraying itself on the test strip. Let's go. Did we finally find one? It's a lot fresher than I thought. That papyrus energy is giving almost an oregano oil / basil freshness, like this airiness to the fragrance, amongst all the darkness that's surrounding it. But surprisingly, it has a mild, spicy airiness, like a dustingness of almost saffronish kind of energy. Ooh, I'm getting the oud now. I'm getting that cypriol oil, wet, greenery kind of scent. The smokiness is throughout the fragrance. This has a lot of body, is definitely fall and winter forward. It's absolutely my speed. This is in that bubble of like for comparison's sake, like an Ardèche Jubilation 25. It's in that bubble. Not as sexy as that, but this is actually not bad. It's got the right amount of funk. It's like teeter-tottering, almost overdoing the funk factor, but it's there maintaining its position, at least on the test strip. What's impressing me is the smoky factor, but still being a bit of fresh. It doesn't sit in a depressed tunnel of darkness. There's an elegance here, there's a refinement here. There's definitely a little bit of a leathery, smoky, tobacco-ish tone, but I guess the coriander, saffronic kind of energy meshing with that cypriol oil gives it this liveliness and this green, earthy, soily nature about this fragrance. All right, I'm gonna put this shit to the side for now to test all the others, but I gotta get back. Actually, no, bullshit. I'm gonna do it now so I can get the dry down aspect when we get through it. That would make a lot more sense, Cuba. Let me just do one good spray, because I'm gonna be testing out a few fragrances today, so I need all the body parts that I can get, and I'm not flexible enough to smell my... Well, let's move on to the next one. All right, so the next one we're gonna open up is Ghazal. Ghazal or Gazelle or Ghazal, whatever. What are the notes? All right, so the notes of the fragrance are mandarin, orange, lemon, bergamot, followed by raspberry, freesia, peony, jasmine, lily of the valley, sandalwood, and musk. I don't know. So this is the different presentation of the blend oud bottle, the skinnier one. It's a little bit sleeker, a little bit more sharper, not as wide and tubby like somebody you know. Seems like it's gonna lean a little bit too feminine, floral, kind of like, I'm judging it by the notes, so let's see what's up. Not at all what I expected, definitely leans feminine. It is a light, floral, cutesy fragrance, but this is a lot lighter, wearable, and almost leans in a designer-ish space when it comes to its white florals and fruitiness. You know what? I wouldn't mind. I think my girl would actually wear this shit. It's not overly floral, and it's not overly sweet. As a matter of fact, that raspberry note, which isn't full raspberry, it's more like a sweet candy-ish note, is a little bit of a tart element in there, which is great. Like, you don't want something too candied and juvenile, especially when a woman is pulling this off. I don't personally, even though I like sweet fragrances, like a lot, I'm a big gourmandy fan, this might be a little bit too femtastic for my personal taste, but there's a little bit of a candied bubblegumish essence in this fragrance as well. A lot more playful, I mean super extraordinarily wearable. Ladies, for my 5% that follow me, this is a lot better than I thought. I'm gonna have to go on skin with this joint too. Like, I really wanna see what the dry down is. Again, I don't think I can pull this off. We'll find out if the test strip is a liar, but that is really like smooth too. Like, there's a mild powderiness, there's a lot of white florals, but there is no geriatric nursing home old lady kind of smell from that. And also the sweet candiness or that raspberry-ish note isn't overly sweet candy or childish. So you don't have old lady and you don't have a fucking teeny bopper in the front of a magazine. You have a really nice smooth balance, adding a little bit of a kiss of like a puff of cinnamon with a light cottony cleanliness and this nice little irisy tone. That's not fucking bad. All right, let's go to the last one. Last one is Alyaa. All right, so the notes of Alyaa are as follows. That shit is blood orange, lemon, bergamot, and grapes. Okay. Caramel, white florals, jasmine, sambac, vanilla, musk, sandalwood, tonka bean, and amber. I mean, grapes and grapefruit. No idea. Oof. Oh, the vanilla came off really harsh in the beginning, almost rubbery, stinky. This needs some time to chill. There was something cute there for like 3.5 milliseconds, and then this like old vanilla-ish kind of, oof, I didn't like that shit at all. It was very abrasive on the opening, but there's something there in this scent because it caught me for a quick second. I was gonna be like, ooh, and then it was like a punch in the fucking stomach. This almost smells like rotten milk, bro. I can't get over that. I'm gonna let that shit dry down. Yo, it smells like rotten milk, fam. Oh my God, bro, there's a traumatizing smell in that shit. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't know how I could, no. I'm gonna let it dry down. There can't be a redeeming quality. I do not like that at all. Oh, God, no. Fuck no. All right, let me go. I'm gonna let that chill out. I'm not putting that on my skin for no reason. Let me go back to Safari real quick and let me see what type of vibe. Why am I getting like a little bit of a seasoning pack of ramen? Nice smoke, great woods, and the spice mix here kind of smells like that. Coño, like Lipton soup mixed with ramen packets. I kind of like this in a really weird way though. On the test strip, it did smell a lot more sexier. Right now, it feels like I need lunch. There's a lot more green coming off too. Yo, I cannot get past that smell. That's what the brain does. The nose teleports your brain into a space that you never thought it was gonna tap into. Like, at no point did I think in my brain, ooh, this shit smells like top ramen and instant Lipton soup. Like right now, that's what the spice blend is. But there's a really nice green smokiness behind all those herbs and spices that's kind of handsome. I just can't get over that shit. Just like the other one smelled like fucking rotten throw up milk. This is kind of a vibe though. I'm liking the weirdness in this fragrance. Huh, all right, let me go to Ghazal or Ghazal or whatever the fuck it's called. Smooth, buttery, designer-ish. Great little tartness from the raspberry. Very elegant, very classy. This smells like a gala dress, like a big flowing dress, silky, beaded accents, hair pulled up. The woman wearing this joint, I'm talking about like a work gala or a work function. She's just showing out. You've never met that dude's wife and she just pulls up and just steals the show. Like designer done well, with nothing that's harsh. There's no sharp edge in this fragrance. Elegant, sweet, floral. It could even be transitioned into like a bedtime scent if some people do that, which I definitely know some do. You wearing this to like bed, there's a softness, there's an elegance here, almost romantic, like silk, lingerie, feminine. This is beautiful. It's beautiful and uncomplicated, but it's really well done. Like the smoothness off not only the texture, but my skin is really impressive. Ladies, for my 5 to 7%er, this is definitely like in that designer space of wearability with no real risk factor, but really like impressively smooth. That is gorgeous. That is really, dudes cannot pull this shit off. I mean, I can't pull this shit off at all. Let me try the rotten milk joint. I know. No, I'm sorry. Alyaa, it smells like rotten milk, bro. Like when my son used to get car sick as a kid and the milk throw up would land in the carpet. So for me, honestly, the feminine fragrance made a lot more of an impact and impressed me a lot more. Safari is a strong second place, the only one that I could pull off from this lineup.
Interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
I need to hit you with the update of the Safari Blend Oud. Remember that top ramen kind of sensation? It really whined up. This got a lot better on the full dry down. The feminine fragrance still stands true throughout. It's still sweet, floral, and sexy, very smooth. But the Safari Blend Oud joint really winded down into something very elegant, almost fougere-ish type. So, yo, that shit is kind of a vibe. I'm not gonna front. Let it play on your skin, Cuba, let it play. And besides that Lipton soup smell that I'm getting off of my skin, and I'm wondering if it's me, like if I was making breakfast and something. No, it's not me. There's a smoky tobacco spicy essence, Lipton soupish kind of woody green cypriol energy. It's very interesting. There's something about it that's like captivating me and continuously calling me, and it could just be hunger. And for me, this joint, scratch that shit. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Let me know, like, I'm not a pro in blend oud. I'm not pro in shit, but in the blend, what is the fucking standout piece, like the fire one? Because a lot of y'all have really amazing noses and have more impressive collections than some of us. Maybe because they hone in on specific brands or have expertise in specific brands that I personally don't know. Leave it in the comments below because I'm always willing to try some shit out and share your blend oud experience with the kid. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.